Welcome back to the channel, guys. Farm Sim Snowy here. So we've got more mods again today, a few of them out in front of us, so let's jump straight into it. First up today is this is the Mack Flatbed Pack. This is by AgroTron Modding. It is a pack of 3 trucks, the Mack brand. They're the same sort of design, the cabs, as the base game Mack trucks, but obviously they are the flatbed versions. So we've got the Pinnacle 6x6, which is 93,500 to buy, base price. It does have varying horsepower. They're all the same horsepowers across all 3, but I'll go through them with you in a second. Top speed of 49 miles per hour, and this is 15 slots on console. So on this one, I mean, they are cool looking trucks, as you can see, with the flatbed for putting whatever you like on there, bales, pallets. They obviously all have tension straps as well, which is gonna come in very handy. So design, we've got day cab, and then we've got day cab fairing, and then back to day cab. Engine setup, we've got the Pinnacle 6x6 MP7 425, so basically the 425 is the 425 horsepower. Then we can go up to 455 horsepower, 505 horsepower, and back to 425. So those are the same horsepower options across all 3 of those trucks. The main colour we can change to anything on there, like so. And then the rim colour, we're on chrome at the minute, we can change to anything else on that palette, like so. We do have the option for license plate as well. It does have a pin hitch at the back as well. Very cool, nicely detailed. And then we've got the Anthem 6x6, which is also 93.5 grand base price, 49 miles per hour top speed. This is 13 slots if you're on console. Got a couple of different options on this. We've got design again, which is day cab. Then we've got day cab premium, and then back to day cab. Design again, we've got design 1, design 2. So design 1 was with the mirrors. Design 2 takes them away. What does that do different? Oh, I've gone up one, haven't I? I guess it just takes the mirrors away. I can't see anything else changing. Does anything change in the cab? No. So it's with or without mirrors then. The engine setup, again, I've done that. That's exactly the same. And also the main colours are going to be the same across all of them. And the rim colours, license plate as well. And then we have the Superliner 6x6. That's 110 grand base price. That is 14 slots if you're on console. All we've got on this one is design. So it's either design 1, design 2, which does the decals, design 3, 4, and then back to 1, like so. And then all we've got, we can't change the main colour, but we can change the colour of the rims if we want to. And the license plate as well. And again, pin hitch attacher on the back. This does have a few animations that you can do. You can move the sun visors up and down, passenger and driver's side, and both the windows can be wound up and down. So pretty cool. There you go. So that's the first one of the day. That's the Mack Flatbed Pack by AgroTron Modding. I did actually forget to say you can find them obviously under vehicles and trucks, but I guess most of you guys will already know that, but I just thought I'd put that out there. So then next we have this, which is the JCB 419S. This is by RossN Mods. This is a wheel loader, so you'll find this under vehicles and wheel loaders. It is 175,000 to buy, 195 horsepower. It's got a top speed of 29 miles per hour, and it's 6 slots on console. Very cool looking wheel loader though, nicely detailed. More things added into the JCB brand. Do have a pin hitch attacher on the back and a ball hitch as well at the bottom there, the red one. So that's very handy. Very cool though looking thing. We've got a few options. We can change the wheel brand from Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, BKT, VertexDezign and Nokians. Nokians you can't change. All the others are the same configurations. It's either standard or wide. So I'll just show you a couple of them. Michelin, standard or wides, like so. Design, we have standard 1 beacon, which is obviously up there. 2 beacons. Strobe beacon, I like those beacons. And then back to standard. Main colour, we can change that, which is pretty cool, to anything on there if you want to. And then your rim colour, oh, there is a chrome, yeah, there is a chrome there. And then anything else on that palette as well. And we can have a license plate as well, which is going to appear somewhere on the back there. Very nice wheel loader. That's the JCB 419S by RossN Mods. And then we've got this, which is the Pöttinger NOVADISC pack. This is by AgrarDesignAustria. It's a pack of side mowers in varying sizes, as in widths. So first of all, we've got the NOVADISC 265, which is £6.5 to buy. Requires 50 horsepower to run, 3 slots on console. It is 2.6 meters wide and it will run at 13 miles per hour if you're running it. Now the configurations are pretty much, I think they're the same across all three, but I will jump in and just show you them. So we'll go through the configurations on this one. I can't zoom in any more than that. But that is it. It's a side mower, so it'll hook up to the rear of your tractor and then fold out to the side and then off you go. So at the minute we are on none, but we've got green logo. We can have logo at the back, which puts the Pöttinger logo there. Then we can go front, which puts you at the front. And then we've got both, which is front and back, and then back to none. Swath plate, we've got it on yes. If I don't know if you'll be able to see, but right at the bottom of the yellow skirt there, you can just sort of see a sort of almost looks like a black disc or a wheel. So at the minute it's on yes. If we go no, that disappears and then it's back. That's basically going to change the sort of width of your swath as you're mowing. So it's either yes or no for that. And then tank and weight set balls, that is set on both now. So the weight set balls are the little silver balls at the front there, either side of the PTO, and then there's that tiny little black tank which is just there. So if we change that up, let's get on the right menu, only weight balls, you see the tank disappears and we've only got the weight balls. Then only tank, so the balls disappear and there's the tank, and then you can have nothing if you don't want any of them, and then you can go back to both. Main colour, all we've got is yellow rubber and then yellow plastic. And then your design colour is going to do that little black strip there. And again, we've got black rubber, yellow rubber, so you can have it all yellow, black plastic, or yellow plastic. And that is it. That is the options on those. And then we've got the NOVADISC 305, 7,200 to buy. That requires 60 horsepower. 3 slots, that is 3 meters wide, that, and it's 13 miles per hour as well. And as you can see, configurations are all exactly the same, so I won't go through them again. So it looks exactly the same, just a bit wider. And then we've got the 350, which is £8.5 to buy, requires 70 horsepower, that is 3 slots as well, and that is 3.5 meter wide. And there is that one, exactly the same configurations again as well. So there you go, that's the Pöttinger NOVADISC pack by AgrarDesignAustria. Next is this, which is pretty cool, I like this. This is the Fahr APN Baler and Autoload Bale trailer. So there you go. So first of all, oh sorry, this is by EY Modding. First of all, we've got the Baler. So you'll find this under Tools and Balers. So this is the actual APN itself. It's £8 to buy. Very cool, older style looking baler. I did test this and use it, and it has got some fantastic animations on it. Only requires 15 horsepower to run. It will only produce 49 centimeter bales. They are very small. They're kind of like square ones. They almost look like little shredded wheats. And I did make a couple of bales, and they are going to be actually 400 litres in size. So they are going to be very small. So you can pick them up by hand as well. It's 2 slots, this baler, and it has got a working width of 1.5 meters, and it will run at 6 miles per hour when you're using it. There is no options on it, but it's very cool looking. When you're using it, it all sort of spins around there, and that bar on the top goes in and out as it goes, and they kind of all come up this sort of ramp chute there and drop out the back. It does have a pin hitch on the back as well. Well, that's interesting actually. I didn't try that. I wonder if you could hook that trailer up to that. I expect you could, because I'm pretty sure the trailer's got a pin hitch attacher, which we'll check out, and load them straight onto the trailer as you go. That's pretty cool. I didn't even think to test that. So there you go, that's the baler. And then we've got the Autoload bale trailer, which is £5 to buy. You'll find this under Tools and Bale Loaders. It will hold 105 of those small bales. But it does say it will hold bales between 49 and 120 centimetres. So whether you can use this for other size bales as well is another interesting thing that I didn't think of testing. I can't test everything, and it ruins the fun of you guys finding out as well. It's only 3 slots as well on console, and it's just for square bales as well. But there you go, pretty sort of standard, plain looking. It does have a pin hitch attacher on the back as well, so you could hook up a couple of these if you really wanted to, if you're doing a bigger field. And it does have a pin hitch there on the front, so that is interesting. We can change it to anything on this colour, and then the rim colours, I don't think there's a chrome in here, but you can change it to anything on there as well, and you can have a license plate on there. That probably will fit somewhere on the back there. So there you go. I like that. It's the Fahr APN Baler and Autoload bale trailer by EY Modding. Next up we've got this, which is the Lizard Multi-Snow Bucket. This is by North Modding Company. This you will actually find, I thought it would be under winter equipment, but it's not. It's under wheel loader tools. So it'll be under tools and then wheel loader tools. So you can only use this with a wheel loader. And although it says snow bucket, it looks like it's going to hold pretty much everything by the symbols at the bottom there. It's got a varying capacity, which we'll look at in a second. It's 5 slots on console, and it says 4.6 to 5 meters wide. And again, we'll look at that so it makes more sense. And it will run at 9 miles per hour when you're using it, which is a little bit odd because you don't turn it on, I don't think. Right, let's get into it. So this is it, nicely detailed, as you can see, with all the pipes and hoses and whatnot. So configuration is on standard, so we're at 6,000 litre capacity. We can go for extension, which puts that on the back, and that bumps that up to 9,000 litre capacity. Then we go back to standard. Design is on basic, so it even says basic there. That is going to change the width of these little flaps here, the red flaps. So we've got basic, and then we've got the D edition. So that then takes that from 4.6 meters wide on the basic. Because you're doing that, it adds it to 5 meters. So basically you can unfold those flaps and they will come out at the same angle that that bucket is. So there you go, that's that. So basic or D edition. And then bucket edges, if you look at the blue strip, the sort of mesh there at the bottom, we've got the Shark P300. We can change that to the Lofts 4s 500 and then back again like so. So there you go, that's the Lizard Multi Snow Bucket by North Modding Company. Next up is this, which is the Govel Bale Pack. Probably said that wrong. This is by AgrarDesignAustria. You'll find both of these under tools and bale loaders, because obviously they're for bales. So first of all, we've got the BTGME, which is 2,000 to buy. It will hold one round bale. It's 2 slots on console. All we can change up is the decals. So you see the writing there. We've got new, and then we can go old. And that is it. So old puts a sticker on there as well. Look. So there you go. And then we have this, which is the DTR. This is basically a sort of transport frame. So that's £4,000 to buy, and that says 2 bales there, because if we jump into the shop it will become a bit more apparent. It's 2 slots on console. So this is it. So you'll hook up this side to your 3-point hitch like so, and then round this side you've got 2 frames there, so you can hook up 2 of those bale loaders that I just showed you. So then you can carry 2 bales at a time using this frame. So you hook that frame up to the tractor, and then you can hook up 2 of those bale loaders to this frame, and then haul 2 round bales at a time. Decals is going to be the same. It's either new or old. Just changes the writing like so. And that is it. So that is the Göweil Bale Pack by AgrarDesignAustria. And then we've got Drawbar, which is by Anton, ATL in brackets. This is a drawbar. It's 140 to buy. It's 2 slots on console. Basically what this will do is it will hook up to your 3-point hitch. If you've got a tractor that doesn't have a pin hitch or a ball hitch to tow any of your trailers, you can hook this up to it. It gives you both of those options. So you've got the pin hitch attacher in the middle and the ball hitch just offset to the right as we're looking at it. Kind of looks a bit like a disco ball there. Look. I do love the blocks of wood. I'll spit it out in a minute. Holding it up, just keeping it enough off the ground. It's a very cool idea, that. So the main colour we can change from that black to anything on there. So that's going to do the bar itself. Design colour is going to do the pin hitch sort of section like so. And then the other design colour is going to do the actual ball and the pins there to hook up to your 3-point, and that is either chrome or metal. So there you go. Very handy little bit of kit, that. That's Drawbar, and that is by Anton, ATL. And then moving on to the placeables for today, we do have a few, not quite as many as yesterday. First of all, we've got this in front of us. This is the Sugarbeet processing unit by VertexDezign. It is 6 slots on console. It is part of the production chains. You'll find this, I'll show you it first, and then we'll talk through it. You'll find it under your build mode, and then it's going to be under production and factories. I go right to the end. There it is. It's 125,700 to buy, and you need to put into this Sugarbeet and water, and then what happens is it washes off the Sugarbeet. The water washes off the Sugarbeet, and it separates the stones which you would have pulled up from the ground with the sugar beets, and you get out stones, cut sugar beet, because it will cut the sugar beet up for you, and the dirty water from the washing comes out as slurry. So pretty cool. So first of all, you're going to need to tip in, well, it doesn't matter what way round you do it, but I'm assuming, I haven't tested this, but I'm assuming with that pipe there, that's going to be where you tip in your water, and then this is going to be for your sugar beets into there, I would imagine. There, I would guess, is going to be where you're going to get your slurry out of, and then you've got two pipes either side of the building. So one's going to be for your stones, and the other one will be for your cut sugar beet. Obviously, you can manage it from this spanner icon or in your pause menu. So we've got that. So you see on the left there, it says sugar beet water. So that's a mixture of the sugar beet and water. Incoming materials, sugar beet water, and then outgoing products, sugar beet cut, slurry, and stones. So that's pretty cool. I like that. Pretty good idea and design, that. So that's the sugar beet processing unit or plant by VertexDezign. Moving on, we've got a pack, a little bit like yesterday's pack from OmaTana. So this one is the American Farm Buildings pack. I think we had the French ones yesterday from OmaTana. These are the American ones. There's quite a few in here. I've only got some placed down. There's some farmhouses again. I think 3 different types. They also come as decorative houses. There's sheds. There's a silo. There's a buy. It's not a buy anything silo, but it's a buy station where you can get a few products. So I think, let me check my notes, I think that was 5 slots, the silo was 4 slots, then I put down the buying station was 2 slots, there's a water like fountain thing there, that was 2 slots, and then this farmhouse is 29 slots. So like I say, I haven't put everything down because there is quite a few in here. So we'll just take a quick look at these ones and I'll show you where else to find things. First of all, we've got this barn. There's a few different colours of these. You can open some of these gates. They are drive-throughs as well. So you've got those 3 doors at the back. And they correspond with these doors at the front here. You can't go in any of these smaller doors, I don't think. No. There is lights inside up there, but I haven't found any light switch. So whether they are automatic, I'm guessing they probably are. OmaTana's mods are pretty awesome like that. So very nicely detailed. So that is that. This is the silo. I think that was something like 5 million litre capacity. We'll check that out again a bit later. But it's a multi-fruit. So you tip in and you pipe out just there. This was the buying station. I pulled up with a trailer. You can get all your standard crops from there, potatoes, and newer things like that. So it's not everything. You can't buy all the random things like stones and salt and snow and all that lot. You can't buy slurry, digestate, liquid fertilizer or herbicide, because I did come up with the tanks and nothing come up. What I did pull up with the tank that takes herbicide, slurry, milk and all that lot, it oh, actually I haven't tested slurry, I do apologise, because yesterday's one did allow you to buy slurry, but also yesterday's one did allow you to buy herbicide and liquid fertilizer, but this one didn't, because I used the front tank for the sprayer. So I'm not 100% sure on that, but when I did pull up with that tanker, this filled up with water and it was free. So that you can get water from there and it is free, so that's pretty cool. And then also free water was this guy, which is the water fountain. And then we've got one of the farmhouses, very cool. Nice detail. You got all the horses' saddles on there. We've got a sleep trigger at the front, like so. And if we whiz round the back, we've got our wardrobe. You don't have to go right up to the symbol. If you go up the steps, if you watch the help menu, as soon as we go up, there you go, we've got the open wardrobe info coming up. Right, so let's show you where you can find all these, because there is quite a lot. So we go in our build mode. We're already on sheds, so we'll stay on there. So these are the old barns which I've placed down. So you've got a standard one there, and then you've got a red one, a blue one. Then we move on to the long garage, which is this guy. Let's this build mode does my head in sometimes. So that is what the long garage looks like so. Again, we've got a couple of colours in there, the blue, the green and a red. Then we've got an open hall, which is like this. Again, there is lights in on there, like so. There's 6 slots and £4 each. The long garage are £5. Those barns were £5 as well. Probably won't go through all the prices and slot counts because there is a lot. Then we have, after the open hall, we've got a large open hall, which is even longer, as you can see. Quite cool though, very huge, like so. And again, we've got different colours of them in there. And then we've got these carports again, which we've had a few of these now. So we've got that one, and then the kind of open ones, a small one, a medium one and a large one. So that is it in the sheds section. In silos, we've got the farm silo, which I placed down. That's £10 to buy. So yeah, that was 5 million litre capacity, multi-fruit. Then we do have, in silo extensions, we have these silo extensions. We have a large one, which is another 5 million litres, 3 slots, £5. A medium, which is 3, that's a bit weird, isn't it? Oh, that is large. Medium, 3 million litres, 3 slots, £3. And then a small, excuse me, and then a small, which is 2 million litres and 3 slots. So they look like that there. That's pretty big actually, isn't it? That's the same size as that. Cool. In containers is where you will find the buying station. That's £10 to buy. So there's that, which we've got one of them down. And then also the wooden pump, which is there, which you can get free water from. That's only 500 to buy. Pretty cool. In farmhouses, we have quite a few. We've got different colours of each one. So if I go back to the start, this is the one that I've placed down, because that was like the bigger, nicer one. So we've got like a white one there. They're £50 to buy, 29 slots. And then the red one you've seen, there's that one. Then we've got these ones, 27 slots for £40. Again, there's a, well, there's definitely a sleep trigger. It doesn't seem to be a wardrobe one. And then we've got different colours of those as well. And then we've got the third farmhouse, which is a bit smaller again, but very cool, nicely detailed, with all the decoration out the front. That's £30, and they have 32 slots, and again different colours, the white, the red and the blue. Whew. And then I think in decoration, under others, we've got all those farmhouses again, but just as decorative objects. So you won't be able to use them as a sleep trigger, but they are exactly all the same slot counts as well, just like yesterday's ones. So there you go, that is the American Farm Buildings Pack by OmaTana. Moving on from there, I'm going to skip one from the list that's on the mod hub, because I'm going to do that one at the end. We've got this next, which is WaterTower, and this is by NicoPix's. This is 1 slot on console, and it is a water tower. It is not free water though, it will charge you, but it's quite cool looking, like so. This you'll find under your build mode. This was under containers as well, I think. Yeah, right at the end. 7,800 to buy. Just like that. And we can spin it around like so. So that is WaterTower by NicoPix. And then we have this, which is Barn by Razak. This is 10 slots on console. There's a place to store your straw and hay. It's very much like, if I'm not mistaken, the base game Hayloft on FS19, I think. Just slightly different colours, I'm pretty sure. So you will tip in your straw hay there and then collect it out at the back there. Pretty cool. This you'll find under buildings and silos. There it is, 55 grand to buy. It's got a 500,000 litre capacity. And there it is. Very cool. So that is that one. And then moving on to the last one of today. I need to go over there. So bear with me. And I'll see you over there. Because I've set something up. So lastly we have this. I've ruined a field for this. And done a bit of dodgy landscaping. But I didn't want to ruin that area where we just were. So basically it's these wooden planks or bridges which we are looking at. So this is Bridge Pack by Sandhill Modding. That's a new name I've not come across. Everything is 2 slots on console. And it's basically some bridges. So these are the single track ones, I think they're called, which we'll take a look at. Basically it means you can put them down like this and make them as wide as you want, depending on how wide your vehicle is you're trying to take across wherever you're crossing. I did start off with building this, hence why it's a little bit lower than the planks. I built this platform first and then sort of attached onto it and then built that one up to meet the ends of these. But it is a little bit fiddly here and there. But anyway, let's look at them. So they're in the build mode. These are under, we saw them just a minute ago, they're under decoration and others. So there's, I think there's 8. So you've got a small bridge. What I'm going to do actually is I'm going to delete those so that we can sort of have a look at some of the others. The small one might not reach. So yeah, that won't reach obviously. So you need to sort of line them up. I know it's not, I'm not doing the best job, but let's go for, I think it was a large, wasn't it? Right, let's go for a large. That should reach. Now it's colliding with me. So you could go something like that. And you can, even though that looks horrendous down that end, you can landscape this still. You don't get any sort of like warning coming up saying you can't, you know, transform the ground, terrain, whatnot like that. So you can sort that out later. So it's best off, it does say in the mod hub, I'd recommend giving it a little read before you use it. Saving the game before you start doing any landscaping in case you mess it up like I have. And build one sort of side platform, place the bridge down and line it up to the best side like I did with this. And then it will like overhang, and then you can place it and then build up the other side to meet the other side of the bridge, if that makes sense. So there is a few to choose from. Let's get rid of that one, and I'm going to try and place down. I really am not doing this mod justice, I know that. Let's go back to the large one. So where it says these are the single track ones, so there, if we line that up, actually can we raise and lower these? We can't, can we? No, we can spin them round like that though. So if we attach that to that. Then what we could do then is, if your, say your harvester is that wide, if you want to line it up, you could then place that one. But if you want to be extra careful, there's no stopping you from placing two side by side like that, because you can turn your toggle mode on and off, place them down together like that, so you'll have more chance of going over that than just one single one. But there you go. So let's just have a look at all of them, and then I'm going to stop ruining this mod. So like I say, we have a small bridge. They're all 2 slots. We've got the small, the single wheel bridge, which is the strips like I've put down here. Then we've got a medium sized bridge. We've got a large size bridge. The single wheel bridge large, so it's just the longer one. Then we've got the extra large single wheel. We've got the extra large size bridge, as you can see. So yeah, if you know, go off of one bit like that, if I was to place that like that, then that will now stay suspended and you can build that side up. That's what I'm trying to get at. Right, let's go back in there. And then we've got the XXL size bridge, like so. Very long, that. And that is it. So, apologies for that awful review of this one. There it is. I mean, if you want to, you don't even have to. You could use it as like a little jetty or a pontoon if you wanted to. But that's the last one for today. That is Bridge Pack by Sandhill Modding. Hope you have all enjoyed the mod review today. Even if you have, please give us a like, and if you haven't subscribed yet, then please do, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos of mine. I've been Farm Sim Snowy. Stay frosty.